Hi guys, it's Carrie, the Whitefish Lady. Okay, it has been a year since I made a video on TBC, but I do have, 2,200 people that follow me on YouTube because of TBC, and I feel I have an obligation to tell you guys what's going on. Okay, so as you know, last August, it's been a year since I quit TBC, but I still pay attention to what's going on in the blog and what's happening in the TBC community. And as I'm watching, and you all know that I went to court with SEC, and that was in November. And to this day, I still have not heard back from SEC on what they're going to do to us. But basically, they pulled in all of us TBC leaders at that time, and we testified for TBC. And but what really hurt basically the U.S. leaders was the fact that Admin didn't give a shit about us, whether we were going to court or not. And we got no, I'm sorry, you got to go through this. A thank you that you did this for us. We kind of got belittled within the blog around that time, that some of us chose to get a lawyer to go to TBC with us, or to the SEC office with us, because the five of us that went, we've never been through this before. And we defended SEC, we defended TBC to these 6 lawyers that were in front of us. And and I don't know what they did. I don't know if they ever did anything. I ended up firing my lawyer in January for the simple fact is he still wanted more and more money. And I had already forked out almost $7,200 to him. And by rights, really didn't need him because he didn't say a word to this whole damn court thing that I was in for 8 hours. But anyway, we chose to get a lawyer, and I guess what hurt us emotionally, and the fact that we have put our life into TBC for 2.5, 3 years that we were with TBC, was the unappreciation of admin, that we went through this. And we racked up bills that we couldn't pay. We're paying them, of course, because we either put it on our credit cards, or I actually took out a personal loan. And, and that's a $226 bill every month I got to pay now on something I don't know what's going to happen here, if anything happens in the near future with SEC. But I have been still paying attention to TBC because I do have a lot of people I bring in, because we worked our butts off for, almost 3 years for TBC, and we bring in a lot of people, whether it was back in the beginning when we started and the coins were really cheap. Now, like my coin, I spent $106 on my first coin. And then, other people put money into TBC to buy coins at the time when they were pretty cheap. And, and then the coin was getting too expensive, so we went into partnerships with people. And, we helped them get coin that way. And at the time, we had yard sale sites where we could sell stuff from our homes to people that would give us more coins. So we spent a lot of money, throughout this time. And so we accumulated a lot of coins. And that's all good and fine, When we bring in a lot of people that, just wanted to sit on it, and when it became a TBC economy where we could use our coins because we were promised a bank, and admin lied about the bank. He just made a lot of broken promises. Well, after going through the emotion of all that and then getting subpoenaed for SEC, I was just done. I can't promote something that the person that's in charge of this community didn't appreciate what we did for him to build up his community. Because by the time I left TBC, I think we were over 3 million people. Well, that didn't happen overnight with no work. We had a lot of early people that are now billionaires in TBC that built this business for him with no thank you from him at all. Anyway, I had enough when it came to last August. I was an emotional wreck. You know, I had people coming at me, not physically, but, you know, what's going on? How could you sell me this coin that I can't do anything with? So on and so on. Well, emotionally, I couldn't take it. My health couldn't take it anymore. And so this year, I've been just sitting back, watching, and I still will not promote TBC to this day, but as a courtesy to you guys that still are in TBC, and you have been sitting around waiting for whatever to happen, there's a few things that have come out over the last month or so that I think you should be aware of, and I'm going to point those out right now, because I had a lot of hearing disability people and blind people that listened to me, so they, you know, because you guys know me, I did a lot of videos, I did a lot of training videos, or I read the video for my handicapped people. Well, I want to do that today. There's 2 articles that came out over the last month that everybody in the TBC community should know about. And I'm going to say this right here and now. I do not agree with this policy that admin has put into effect for you guys. And it you know, he's going to do it to me too. But what admin doesn't know, yeah, I've been mad, but who's to say I might not come back in, you know, 5 years when he finally gets his crap together about TBC and how we can use this coin, because right now this coin is worthless unless you're selling to somebody, taking their money and telling them you can use this. Well, you can't use this in the United States. And when he lost all the U.S. leaders, you know, TBC pretty much ended in the United States, but it is going strong outside the United States, where, like in the Philippines, Nigeria, Cameroon, you know, they're using it as currency. Well, it didn't adopt that well in the United States, and it's basically you're paying for nothing. But anyway, that's what happened over the last 3 years, and I'm sorry that I bring anybody into TBC, not knowing at that time that at this point in time today, which is August of 2019, that you still can't cash it in and get money, okay? But during this time, we accumulated a lot of coins, which made us all billionaires, okay? And then maybe someday we'll use them. You know, we paid the $10 lifetime wallet fee, thinking our wallets were safe, right? And you know what, guys? Nothing's safe. Not when you have one person that can turn that button off at any point in time. So I'm going to bring up this article that he wrote on July 29th, which he has now threatened the billionaires of TBC, the early adopters, who've worked their butt off to build his business. And again, no appreciation for what we've done. And, you know, this would have been a whole different story, you know, as far as keeping us U.S. leaders, you know, if he would have appreciated us, you know, acknowledged that we were going to hell with SEC, acknowledged the fact that, you know, we had to pay somebody to help us get out of this mess. And I don't even know if I'm out of this mess yet. I have no idea. I haven't heard nothing. But who knows? They can still come back on me in 5 years. I don't know. But it's just the lack of appreciation from the admin that just really pisses me off. And now he's coming out with these new policies, and he's really screwing the TBC community as far as I'm concerned. I think it's the beginning of the end of TBC, unless he retracts what he does, which he might. I don't know. But anyway, I'm going to read this part from July 29th. Let me share my screen here. All right. Okay, so this is July 29th, 2019 that he came out with this. It's called "The TBC Economy is Not Going to Build Itself. We are training you on how to build it." And he shows a poster of the who's billionaires, who's millionaires, etc. And you can read all this other stuff and watch this video. I never watched the video. I got to this point of reading this to this section here. And it's right underneath the August promo. Granted, guys, everything's changed since April, and I will get into that after I read this section here. It says, "As the admin and creator of TBC, I am giving all of you notice now within this article that it is time to hold the TBC billionaires accountable." That's us, guys, that started this. "Only through strength shall we prevail in our mission. So if you are holding on to one whole TBC coin, this notice applies to you. If you are not currently holding on to one whole TBC coin, this notice does not apply to you yet." Word yet, guys. "As of September 1st, 2019, if you are holding on to one whole TBC coin or more, you must pay the admin fee every month and must be a full-timer. You should attend your weekly send button meetings and stay up to date with what is going on in TBC at all times. If you fail to do so, then the commissioner will request that you return the TBC coins the admin distributed to you, and you can keep the gift and the coins you purchased. If you don't return those TBC coins, then your send button will be turned off and you will not be able to join us in the final migration in January 2020. Okay, so I'm assuming we're going to a new wallet in January 2020, which he has not said except for right here. "As admin, I cannot let the current trend continue of allowing the TBC billionaires to just sleep. TBC is no joke, and I will not allow anyone to turn TBC into a joke. You must live up to your status as a TBC billionaire, or you will lose your status as a TBC billionaire. This is no different than the central bank calling back funds from a retail bank when they fail to meet their obligation with the central bank." Now, guys, what does this sound like? Does it sound like dictatorship? Sure does to me. You know, basically he's saying, do what I say, do what I want, or I'm taking your coins away, and I'm turning off your send button, and I will not let you migrate to the new wallet in January. I'm still understanding why we have to screw up the wallet we have now, because it works perfectly fine. But that's his prerogative if he wants to put everybody through that again. Okay? So, that's not cool. You know, that's just total dictatorship. And if admin is a she is PMSing big time because she's not getting what she wants. Even though the rules changed in April of this year when he introduced the Bitcoin contest, the Bitcoin bounty, the admin credits, which, since I haven't been following that because I don't care, but from what I gather, he has turned TBC into multi-level marketing. So I do know a little bit about the Bitcoin contest, that he implemented the 8 grains of gold, which is about $25 a month that you have to pay now, because the $10 fee, lifetime wallet fee, is no longer effective. Now you have to pay $25 a month. Okay, that started in April. And the contest, the Bitcoin contest, is structured like multi-level marketing, whereas if you recruit, your recruits pay $25, you get half of that Bitcoin payment, and admin gets the other half of the Bitcoin payment to pay the administrative fees or whatever he does with his half. And so then you're structuring it like multi-level marketing. You do this, I'll pay you half passive income every month, as long as your people continue to pay the $25 a month. And I have never liked multi-level marketing, and when he did that in April, I'm thinking, oh, that's dumb. That's really dumb. But it seems to be working for Philippines and the Nigerian people. Of course, USA pretty much died when the U.S. leaders stopped promoting it. And we still have one or two that are still promoting and really looking at the numbers for the USA, which you can see on any Send Button Meeting blog in the blog. You can look at the numbers of how many US people are coming in, which is not very much. But anyway, so he's giving half the admin fee to the recruiter, okay? And in the contest, the one that has the most recruits gets, first place gets 200 grams of Bitcoin for being top recruiter. Well, depending on what gold is at that particular day is how much you get. It could be $500–700, whatever Bitcoin is. And then he placed second and third place within the last 6 months. He added the English send button, the French send button, the tag-along send button. So we have like 9 different people that are winning and collecting Bitcoin money for being recruiters. Okay, well that adds up, guys, when you're forking out money to everybody. So he needs to implement this $25 a month, because how else is he going to pay this Bitcoin contest? Bitcoin bounty, I'm not sure what that is, don't really care. Admin credits, have no idea, don't really care. But what I care about is he is attacking us billion coin or TBC billionaires that built this business for him. You know, we may not be active. We have a lot of billionaires out there that have gotten so disgusted with all the changes, all the lies, all the promises that never came through, that are sitting back waiting to find out what he's going to do. And just me watching, he has focused all his efforts outside the United States, because those people outside the United States are a lot poorer than the people inside the United States. So they're going to grasp at every opportunity that gives them some money. But if you really realize, unless you're over there and merchants are set up, you can't really use TBC. You can't in the United States. So I feel they're wasting their money, but to each his own, okay? But anyway, right now he's attacking all of us billionaires. You know, whether we set up accounts for our children, which was the big thing we did in the beginning of TBC. You know, back then we could sign up a baby that was a day old. Now, if you are a family of 4, and it was mom and dad and 2 children that you set up wallets for, and now they're worth billions, because at that time, the first year, coins were pretty cheap. This baby, or this child, even mom and dad, are billionaires now. And he is expecting this family of 4 to fork out $25 a month per person to keep their billions that are in their wallet. Well, you know, some people don't have $100 a month. You know, there are a lot of poor people out there that are just scraping by, you know. But he's doing this threat now. He's doing this dictatorship now, and it just absolutely pisses me off. You know, that was not the mission of TBC. He has changed it into, you do as I say, when I say it, or I'm going to push the button. Well, I'm sorry. You go ahead and push the button, you might as well close TBC. You know, that's where you're heading. That's exactly where admin's heading. He's going to destroy this on his own. It won't have anything to do with us billionaires. You know, if he thinks he's going to promote to $1 billion, this is not the way to do it. But threatening the billionaires, that's just not cool. We worked our butt off for those coins, guys, and we sold a lot of stuff for those things, and we recruited a lot of people to get cookie rewards, and we just did so much in the first 2 years that it shouldn't be taken away from us. Whether we're sitting here or doing something, that wallet is ours. But when you have a dictatorship like we are going right now in TBC, he can do whatever he wants. He can take our wallets away, he can take send buttons away, he can do whatever he wants. We have no say. Okay, well now I'm going to point out the latest attitude he has. And I'm going to share my screen again. We are going to go to August 30th. Let me get back to home here. August 30th. Important notice. Can I write this stuff down, guys, because I can't keep track. Most of the blog these days is videos, and I'll tell you what, most people don't listen to videos, don't watch videos, and anybody in the Philippines and Nigeria that can't have a computer to watch videos, this is pointless. You know, Admin was really good about articles. Now it's just filled up with videos. Okay, it's called Important Notice and Explanation. Oh, that one I just read you is on like page 30 if you want to read the whole article. By tomorrow it'll be like page 32. Okay. So you can read all this crap here, and I'm going to come down here to this new policy, which is right here. And it's close to like the middle. Okay. Here's the new policy. The TBC billionaires are required to pay the 8 grams admin fee every month from now on, starting in September 2019, and they must meet the full-timer requirements. Those full-timer requirements are that they complete their profile, put in the right keyword in the send button meeting field. You have to watch send button meetings every week, which we don't have time to do, and recruit 2 paid members. Many of these TBC billionaires have met all of these requirements already, but fail to indicate that in their profile at the bottom of the page. Why not? So let's address the monthly admin fee. I have been providing admin credits all through the month of August, enough so they can sign up 2 new members that should start to pay the admin fee each month on the 1st. I have been providing Bitcoin bounties using half the admin fee collected for almost 6 months now. If these TBC billionaires use what I have already provided, they can sign up 2 new members at 0 cost because the admin credits, and since they get half of the admin fee in Bitcoin bounty, that would be enough to cover the monthly cost of the admin fee ongoing, forever. There are only 111 spots of these billionaire positions available, and I'm certain I can find that many that will meet these requirements. So now he's telling us we have to do this. Okay, so if you have 1 whole TBC coin or more in this wallet, you have a choice. You can meet these requirements of the new policy, or you can return all the TBC coins in this wallet to the admin's wallet address below, and keep up to 0.99999 TBC, and that would bring you down to the TBC Billionaire position, where this TBC policy has no effect on you. That's your choice, and you must make this choice before September 30th, 2019. On October 1st, 2019, the TBC Commissioner will turn off all the send buttons of the remaining TBC billionaires that did not meet the requirements of this new policy. All right, still targeting us, but I'm not sending my coins back to him because I worked really hard for those. Whether I use them now or 5 years from now, when TBC proves to do what he said he was going to do in the beginning, make it so we could use them. You know, because right now it's just peer-to-peer transaction, but with all the changes, if somebody doesn't benefit from buying a coin and have to pay the $25 a month, there's no point. There's no point. But you don't know what we're going to do in a year. You know, 5 years, 10 years, when he gets to the billion, who knows. But he does not have the right to take our wallets and our coins away that we worked hard for. Okay, yeah, that's what I kind of wanted to bring up there. But the $25 a month, you know, it's got to pay all these people that are winning the contests and stuff. So, you know, it's all good and fine if you turn it into multi-level marketing to get SEC off your ass. You know, that's not what we signed up for. TBC was a blessing to a lot of us. You know, we had a simple mission to get people out of poverty. You know, we were doing great. But when you turn it into multi-level marketing, and a lot of you are going to tell me this is not, and the structure is there, and you can't tell me it's not, especially if he's paying out money now. So, anyway, you guys need to pay attention to the blog because you're going to lose your wallets. Whether you lose the send button or he takes the coins away, or you'll simply just lose your wallet come January of 2020 when he moves to a new wallet. And of course we cannot do that unless we pay the $25 a month to be able to do that in your Kringle's back office. So you're kind of screwed either way, you know. But so anyway, there's a lot of people upset about this. I mean, a lot of people. You know, out of 3 million people, I would say 100,000, let's say 1 million people are upset about this. Okay? They're not all going to voice their opinions. But I have been sitting on this for a couple days now, and I watched Randy's video on his thoughts on what's happening. Dan came out with a video today on his thoughts. He is enacting a executive order to stop admin from doing this to us. So we're going to watch and see what inspires from this, what happens tomorrow on September 1st when he shuts our... Well, I don't know if he'll shut it off tomorrow because he kind of retracted that in the August 30th blog post. Now we have till October 1st. So I don't know if he's turning them off on September 1st or October 1st. He's very wishy-washy, and if it's a she, she's PMSing really bad. So, I don't know. I guess we're going to see. But for all the people that did watch me for years and are still tuned into my YouTube channel, I just need you to know what's going on and what to expect if you can't get into your wallet. But do make sure if you're still in TBC, watch the blog, thebillioncoin.info. No, what is the blog? You know, guys, I haven't done this stuff for a year. I even had to relearn how to do a video. It's the blog.thebillioncoin.info to get to the blog site. So, all right, that's my speech. That's what's going on. I'm sorry I'm not going to do this, but I will point out the things that I think is important to the people that I bring in, or even the people that followed me all this time. I do feel obligated to keep you up to date, even though I am not going to promote TBC anymore. But you watch the blog and you figure out what's going on from there. All right, see you guys. When something else upsets me that hurts the people that I have come to become friends with or got to know around this world, I'm going to say something. You know, Randy and Dan send their piece today, and a whole bunch of other people on Dan's Zoom. If you care to watch that, go to Dan Lutz, watch his video. Randy, he's under TBC. Randy, watch his, and you got my point of view. I think it's totally wrong that he's segregating and attacking the billionaires that built up. But like I said, this would have been totally different if he would have stood by us leaders that were going up against SEC, but because he didn't, we all quit. And he lost the mission of TBC, you know, because money has now become more important to him. That's my views, my opinion. I'm sure I'm going to get a backlash, and who knows what's going to happen. But you know what? I don't care. I don't care. All right, guys. See you later. Bye.